Hello guys, this is Vysh. So we'll discuss the editorial for August 4th, Friday. We started on July 3rd, so we have completed almost 1 month, and Monday to Saturday we are doing. So episode is number 29, tomorrow it will become 30. So 30 episodes, everything is in one single playlist. I want you to watch it if you are serious about this preparation, okay? Because UPSC questions are going to come directly from here, okay? So now here I will tell you the basics of what we'll discuss, and before that, in community tab I had put out a poll, okay, because today only one article is important, and that article is about homeopathic medicine, okay? So homeopathy, whether it is a working one or not working one, the author is arguing, so that we'll discuss. So this poll also you can go and do, whether you use allopathic or the English medicines only, or Ayurvedic medicines or homeopathic medicines, or a combination of this, whatever is, you can do that. And here also under this video, because I told you every day you have to put a attendance kind of thing, you can answer that also, like I am present sir and I believe in this system, something, whatever, you can tell that, okay? Just I told I want an interaction, I want engagement in the post videos, only then every day we'll feel like doing it, okay? So here the test series 2024 batch 2 is open. Enrollment, I will close it once the count comes as much as needed for the mains evaluation, okay? Because prelims we can still take unlimited enrollments, but mains and combo, which is the bestseller pack also, that we will not take beyond the limit, okay? We need only those serious people who believe that this is the model for them, this is the thing which will work for them, and you are ready to work and study every day. Such people who will initially obviously come, only such people we will give enrollment to the total pack, okay? So that you can come and WhatsApp me. And NATO's one article, okay, July 4th episode, NATO and NATO Plus, I had explained in detail showing the map. Still, as a one-liner, I'll tell you, if you are a beginner, you can again anyway go and watch it. But NATO is North Atlantic Treaty Organization, okay? So if you see that area, the center green color, that is one biggest Greenland island, and that Greenland, there what ocean is there, that is Atlantic Ocean, meaning between the Americas and between the Europe and Africa, that ocean is the Atlantic Ocean, and above equator is obviously north. So North Atlantic Treaty, so treaty between this America, USA versus the green color countries in Europe, which you see, they signed a treaty around 30-31 countries, okay, like this one, 30-31 countries, that is the NATO, okay? So NATO is like, if attack happens on one country, meaning it is considered as an attack on all the countries, meaning they will support each other, so nobody will dare to attack them also. So that is the NATO concept. So USA started from one corner during the Cold War times with Russia and started signing treaty after treaty, and everybody becomes USA's team. So when this becomes team, USA will slowly go and do military exercises there, bring their army there. So slowly when they reach there, till Russia's, you can tell, backdoor kind of thing, where Ukraine is there and other countries are there, Russia did not like it, okay? One thing is, on the other hand, Russia also was doing something, okay? Earlier, you know, it was once upon a time USSR, big country it was, and it broke into 15-16 smaller countries, including one big Russia. So they started signing something which is to counter NATO, that is called Warsaw Pact, okay? Warsaw is like the place in Poland. So Warsaw Pact this side, NATO this side, here one small group, here some big group of 30 countries. So the same kind of concept, but now in present context, Warsaw Pact and all is gone, and USA has been able to convince most of the countries which was there in Warsaw Pact, and then they also are joining here, okay? So that is what, when Ukraine also decided to kind of sign NATO, which is bordering country of Russia, they did not like it, and that is why now they are fighting since last 1 year, okay? Russia has attacked Ukraine, and it will continue for a long time, okay? So that is the backstory. Now this full detailing, NATO Plus, the year in which it started, what are the countries, whether India is any part of this in any way, everything I have explained in July 4 episode and multiple other episodes. So please watch all that. I cannot explain all the story now, okay? So this is about the thing. And Crimea, one word Crimea, you see, that is actually, it was part of Ukraine, and it was protruding like towards the Black Sea, island, peninsula kind of area in the Black Sea, which is there in Ukraine. So Russia wanted this water access, so Russia went in 2014 and annexed Crimea already. Now Crimea is under the control of Russia already. Remaining Ukraine also, Russia is trying to capture now. So that is one point extra which I want to tell you. This and all will come somewhere today when I explain something. That is why backstory I am telling. This is not there in today's Hindu, okay? So these are the countries. This also you can pause and see. Now today's article headlines, if you take, first one is the same Manipur issue, back to back every day someone will write their opinion, how many FIRs are registered, how many people are died, how many people are burning. That numbers is not at all relevant for your exam. The content we have already done, ma'am has done a separate video, almost 1000 people have seen that also. You can watch that thing. Vysh IAS Manipur issue, you type, one video will come, okay? Then here if you see, it's USA's electorates. It's not even election news or anything which I can discuss with you. It is electorate and internal politics, which is not at all going to come in your exam, okay? So that that also we don't need to discuss. Then this one, if you see homeo medicine, this is the article which I will show. 2-3 slides I have prepared. I will tell you basic things, okay, about homeo medicine and what the author is trying to tell. And then AI cannot replace journalists as of now, meaning we know that in Punjab and in some other places, Orissa, I think you have seen that AI, this thing, robot kind of thing, or AI creative anchor for the news. They are the ones reading out news now. So the reporter or the journalist, they will lose their jobs. That kind of news items were coming, right? So that they are telling, the author is telling here, immediately AI is not going to replace like that humans like everywhere in jobs and all. This is a long-term thing, okay? But we have to be aware that that also will happen. Because like, you know, like when CD player and CDs came, video cassette and everything went. That doesn't mean you are like purposely shutting down any industry or any sector. When new technology comes, it will change. Like CD is gone, DVD came, after that Blu-ray disc is coming, after that pen drive came. Now pen drive is also not there. Pen drive, hard disk and all is not there. Now it's directly this like iCloud, iPhone's cloud storage is there, Google Drive is there. Okay, everything is in the cloud storage now. People don't need to buy external devices and you can access it anywhere also. So like that, the technology will evolve. So you cannot fear it. You cannot tell that, okay, AI is coming, our jobs will go. You have to upskill yourself. If you are in technical field, you have to start learning artificial intelligence, because anything you make, to maintain that you need people. Okay, to run that you need people. For coding you need people. So you have to adjust to that. Okay, so don't blame when technology comes in. So that is about that article. Then here Friday, picture of the week will come instead of graphs and all. So there's just that Yamuna bridge, you know, flood was there in Delhi. So till now this bridge was completely submerged. Now it is like water is gone and one boy is sitting there and cooking or living there. So that condition of Yamuna bridge and this thing, that one photo they showed, nothing else. Okay. Then here if you see consent, okay, the age of consent, which we have been hearing since the time of Britishers and all, like what should be the age of consent for this girls and this boys and marriage and having sexual relationship, everything, there's an age of consent, okay, marriage and all. So that 18 is the standard, we know, like 18 and 21 for girls and boys. So here two women, I don't know who they are, two people, they are just debating. It's a debate article. So I didn't find it interesting. They both are telling their own wishes and their own side. Okay, so they're telling like, should it be, it's not right to tell like make it 16, make it 15, make it 14, make it 12, or then some questions. These questions they are discussing. We first need to ask, when is consent relevant? And what are the questions that go behind understanding the relevance of consent? Consent to whom? And in what circumstances? Like this, they are debating. There is no conclusion. There is no proper text there for you to write an answer. It will not help you. Okay, for your interest, you can read. But anyway, later, as I told, one proper, like some bill will come, something which is useful for UPSC, that will come. That time I will teach you. So this, I don't feel interesting. Okay, then again, this article, nuclear powers. Okay, you know that USA, North Korea, they keep challenging each other. Like, I have nuclear bomb, then he will tell I have a bigger nuclear bomb, I will attack on you, I will. So these games, okay, which means they simply scare others by telling I have nuclear bomb, nuclear power. Okay, but nobody will dare to attack also. So here also now USA and Russia, both over the Ukraine war, they are commenting. Okay, and here it's full philosophy. This article is full philosophy where they are quoting the old Nobel Prize winners in USA, some scientists in USA, which we have never heard. Such people, okay, in the 60s and 70s, whoever won the awards and all, such people who would have told something. That quotations this author has gathered and made a big article. So it's very lengthy, but there are many interesting prelims facts which is useful for you. That alone I will show you here. Okay, I will never discuss which is unwanted for your UPSC or SSC or any good exam. I will not discuss unwanted things. Only needed things I will discuss. Okay, so here if you see, NATO deepened its military involvement, meaning in the Ukraine war, even though Ukraine has not signed officially, before that Russia attacked Ukraine, NATO had been supplying weapons, have been supplying a lot of things. So here the weapon systems and some names are given. Javelin and Stinger missiles, Patriot missile, then low range HIMAR, then Storm Shadow, Scalp long range missile, and the F-16 fighter jet. So these terms, there was a time when UPSC used to ask match the following, where country name will be given and the fighter jet names or the missile names will be listed. Okay, so that last 3-4 years it's not coming, but that doesn't mean it won't come. So wherever you are making notes for missiles or defense related thing, military exercise and all, this you can list as US things which they have been providing to Ukraine and other people. Okay, their allies, they have been providing this. That is the first point. Then a strategy. In 2022, USA put out a national security strategy where they will help others and that kind of, okay, security related. So that strategy name and all, if UPSC asks like national security strategy seen in news in 22, related to which country, it is USA. Same like that, Russia had something called Russia's nuclear doctrine which is launched on June 2nd, 2020. Okay, these are all mentioned here and there in these articles. So I'm telling you the prelims fact, because else you read, you will take a lot of time and waste your time. So in 5 minutes, I am telling you. Okay, so here Russia's nuclear doctrine again, they are telling like same like what India has, that we will not first use the nuclear weapon. If somebody attacks on us, then only we will attack back. Like that, some clauses, their internal clauses, they have written in that particular doctrine. Okay, then Ukraine conflict which happened now, seeing that Sweden and Finland both now decided that we will also go and join NATO, because they felt NATO, suppose like this somebody comes and attack, we should have support. So earlier Sweden and Finland used to have a neutral stand. They are not joining NATO, they are not joining Russia. It's a neutral stand. But now they feel like let's give up that, and I think already Finland is part of it, and Sweden also will become part of it soon. You can read that's what I explained this in July 4 episode. You can watch that. And then seek security under NATO's nuclear umbrella. Meaning NATO has this nuclear power, USA has, so we will be under their umbrella. Okay, so we don't need to worry about anything. They will help us. This is what they are taking the stand now. And as I told, there's no Warsaw Pact now. And meanwhile, NATO has expanded to include number of former Warsaw Pact members also. Okay, which was Russia's one group to counter NATO. Now that is gone, and those members are also coming back to NATO. And then these mentions, they have 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis, the Cold War. This are all mentioned, and these are all, as I told, when new articles come, I will explain specific to that. Before you give your prelims next year, I assure you that all these topics will be there, some form or the other, in my free videos daily. Okay, then on February 7, 2022. Putin, the Russian president, warned that, okay, he told a line that is very strong line, like if Ukraine attempts to take back Crimea, which they took in 2014, European countries will be in conflict with Russia, which is a leading nuclear power superior to many NATO countries in terms of nuclear force. So same nuclear word they are using and telling, if you try and attack Crimea or take back Crimea and all, then the result will not be good. Something drastic will happen. And recently, military exercises happen. So that time, it's not necessary that the president or prime minister will go and sit that and watch it. Like India has multiple military exercises going on across the year. Prime Minister Modi will not go and sit there and watch it. But here, a nuclear exercise was done, and there Putin himself went and witnessed it. So that means he want to know how everything is working. Any emergencies there, we can use them. So that level of nuclear testing and nuclear exercises are going on in Russia. Okay, and also announcing a launch of special military operation. His words of caution, what he told is, whoever tries to hinder Russia will face consequences never seen in history. Okay, so that kind of powerful line means Putin, he's kind of one of the most powerful leader also in the world. So he will decide something, he will attack also, then it will be drastic. Already one time nuclear attack was done in Japan, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. That's the only time in 1945, August 6th and 9th it happened. So that time it happened, and even now generation after generation they are struggling. Okay, this nuclear thing is not like one time something will happen. It will be like carried over generations. Okay, genetically also some things will pass on to the next generation. Okay, so that is why it's a very hope it doesn't happen. Hope nuclear attack never happens anywhere. Okay, like India has nuclear weapon, Pakistan has, China has, everybody has. Hope nobody does that in the coming future and nothing drastic happens. So this is the headlines. Now that homeo medicine alone we will discuss in detail. Okay. So any doubts you have regarding note making and editorial and all, just read this. Don't ask this in comment section. Okay. Then the foundation and Vysh courses channel also you have to subscribe, because a lot of state PSC exams will come. Okay, today also one student messaged me that RBI mains exam which got over now, a lot of questions were solvable from our current affairs and our editorials. Okay, so that's good to know that many other exams also, even though we don't directly teach them, it's helping them. So that kind of exams, we are planning a series in Vysh courses channel. Okay, Vysh IAS channel will have UPSC specific, civil service, UPSC civil service. Other exams will come in Vysh courses. Okay, so that we are planning. Okay, we are working on a series, so it will take some time. Once it starts coming, it will continuously come. So just subscribe and keep it ready. Okay, if you are giving other exams. So now, Ministry of AYUSH is not something which we have since our independence time. Okay, Modi government, when they came 2014, they made lot of unique new ministries, and they merged, they splitted, many things they did which did not happen before. Okay, because there was more clarity. Earlier it's like Ministry of Finance, but the departments under that is like in conflict. So here he added proper another 2-3 departments and other such things, right, which, give me a second. So other such things which is required for, okay, so other such things which is required for clarity, whether like if you say Ministry of Agriculture may not be sufficient. So another Ministry of Fisheries, okay, or a Department of Fisheries. So like that, anything which needs extra focus, separate ministry was done. Okay, like example, we had a Ministry of Labor. but now we have a Ministry of Skill Development also separately. So whatever we are focusing, separate ministries started coming. Same like that in health, we had this AYUSH or Ayurveda and all as a subsector only, which nobody cared. So now a separate Ministry of AYUSH is there existing, which deals with certain things. Okay, so that I'll tell you. Like if you see, Ministry of AYUSH 2014, New Delhi headquarters, this much budget is allocated, and then 2014 it came. So AYUSH stands for Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha and Homeopathy. Okay, this is how AYUSH is there. So this different things we are not teaching you now in this article. It's about homeopathy. The author is not liking homeopathy, you can tell. He is not believing in homeopathy. He is telling there is no evidence for it, so nobody should use it. That kind of very extreme criticizing article it is. Okay, so homeopathy, if you see, it's a pseudo-scientific system of alternative medicine. It was conceived in 1796 by a German physician, Samuel Hahnemann. Okay, Hahnemann. So that person is the one who started homeopathy in the full world. And now in COVID time also, you see, medicines were there, but it is, Delhi High Court told, it is ineffective, so you should not use for COVID treatment. But after COVID, when people are recovered and going home, that time if you are like diabetic, if you are something, so for them, actually there are AYUSH medicines are there, AYUSH 64, AYUSH, like that, some medicine names are there, which again the news when it comes we will teach you. So such things people are using. Homeopathy is not a failed system, it is a working system. Okay, even personally I have experience, so that also I will tell you. Okay, you can see the picture, in the this thing itself. So same like that, see, I also have, if you want to see here. Okay, these are all homeopathic medicines, just I thought I'll show you in this video. Okay, so like this bottles it will come, and it depends on whether you are taking it from a proper degree person. Okay, meaning the homeo doctors, you will see like in every junction there will be one homeo doctor and all, but homeo doctors degree is also there, same like you have this bachelor of medicine, bachelor of homeopathy is also there. So that certified doctors, if you are consulting and you are using the medicines, you will know that it works. Actually it works compared to other things, but sometimes it's costly also in certain under, as I told, certified doctors, or sometimes it is like long term, like, you know, allopathy or English medicine, which you usually use, English medicines, that they will tell, okay, have for 6 days, have for 7 days, have for 2 weeks. There will be a proper course for it. Okay, but homeopathy, they will tell, okay, next 3 months you have to have, next 6 months you have to have, or maybe 1 year you have to have. It depends on, because homeopathy believes in correcting your internal system itself. Okay, meaning like suppose example, when you go to some hospital or doctor, they will tell like, okay, stop eating non-veg, stop eating oily food, stop this thing, and then they will give you the medicines and cure you. But what if after you're cured, you start eating back your that kind of foods, again the disease will come. In homeo, that won't happen. In homeo, they tell you continue to live your same lifestyle. Continue to have, if you are having junk food, it's okay. You are having your other food, everything you have. Parallelly, we'll give you medicines. Okay, even for you take like high cholesterol, for that homeo medicines are there. But it will be like for next 6 months you have to have some tablets. They'll give small this tablet, this kind of tablets they'll give you, or they will give you this thing. Okay, liquid kind of thing, drops, which you have to have, and this for long term when you have. Okay, so mine is little allergy related one thing, so like that I'm telling, like that you will get medicines, and this you have to have for long term, and you have to continue the same way you are living. Your food you don't have to control, your sleeping time, everything you do as you like, still this will work, so that the root cause is over and you can continue to live your same lifestyle. That is the difference between homeopathy, Ayurveda and all. Ayurveda also, you know, they will tell eat only vegetarian food for next few months. They will tell all that so that everything comes in normal. So it's all different methods of treatment. Okay, so I told you all this backstory so that you get an idea when this author's arguments comes in. Okay, so these are the basics. Now in this article, a recent push to integrate AYUSH medicinal systems into mainstream healthcare to achieve universal health coverage and decolonize medicine is a pluralistic approach. Meaning, this government brought in AYUSH ministry and told like, now yoga to the world, Ayurveda to the world, homeopathy to the world. This and all we should take to the world as Indian traditional systems and all. And a pluralistic approach should be there. Not like always depend on English medicines or Western medicines or allopathic. All are same. Okay, allopathy, English, Western, modern medicine, all are same. Okay, so instead of that, you should have a options you should have. Okay, but this would require every participating system to meet basic safety and efficacy standards. Okay, but here author is telling homeopathy does not meet these standards. He's not telling about Ayurveda or Siddha or Unani. He's not telling. He's telling only about homeopathy. He's telling, but the supporters are arguing that it is working, it is very good, it is this thing. So he doesn't like it. Okay. He's telling evidence is weak, The very first carefully conducted one report or some test was this double-blind randomized controlled trial RCT, the Nuremberg salt test. Okay, it's 1835 it happened. I don't think UPSC will ask this, but in some other exams they'll ask like this test was in news or this is in context of what. That time I have to tell homeopathy. Okay, so this symptoms or they did this, but author still believes it's like we cannot call it fraud, but we cannot call it evidence also. That is what the author is telling. Okay, so evidence, systematic reviews, meta-analysis, all these things, existing studies, everything is needed. Only then you can accept something into the mainstream and spread it to the world. That is what author is telling. Okay, and they're telling whatever analysis or systematic review for homeopathy you have done, it is lacking clinically significant effect. Okay, this is the opening para of this particular thing, and they're telling more than half of the 193 homeopathic trial which these homeo doctors claim, out of that most of them are not registered, meaning most of them are not done under the supervision of any bigger body, or nobody has confirmed. WHO has not confirmed, nobody has confirmed. Okay, so the validity and reliability of such evidence is in doubt. We cannot take that unregistered trials into play. Okay, and WHO also has warned multiple times that don't use homeo medicines for tuberculosis, malaria, flu, diarrhea in infant, meaning very extreme things and all. There is English medicines with which in 1 week you will cure. Okay, then why try new things where you have to do long-term treatment and experimental treatment and all? So WHO has warned in these kind of diseases, don't go for homeo. Okay, because the more you do this, more time you spend behind this, your curing time also will take time, right? Meaning English medicine, after that maybe this will fail, then you will go for English medicine. By that time your situation would have worsened. So don't take that chance, WHO has told, for these diseases. Okay, so seeking homeopathic care also delays the application of evidence-based clinical care. Same thing which I told. Okay, and they are telling there are cases where it has caused negative effects, side effects also. So now homeopathy supporters, here 4 points they have given. Homeopathy supporters argue that the standards commonly used in evidence-based medicines are not suitable for judging the holistic effect of homeopathy. I mean, the homeopathy people are telling, your science and your medicine system, this evidence you are asking, that is not how we can prove homeopathy is good or not. Okay, so that is the line. But author is telling this is like a very nonsensical kind of claim which can be debunked. Okay, so first is telling standards are not in English medicine, right? Allopathy, standards are not chosen by doctor. English doctors will not tell, okay, I don't believe in this system, I will prove it however I want. They won't tell. They have a proper global community is there. This WHO is there, epidemiologist, biostatistician, quality improvement researcher, implementation manager. So beyond clinics or doctors, there are many big system is there, big regulations are there, medical regulations. So based on that only they do. Then homeopathy telling like this, that we can't prove through your system and this thing, that doesn't make sense. That is the point number one. Second point, if then this doesn't work, you tell us, you homeo doctors itself tell us what method will work. How will you advocates of homeopathy people tell like, okay, our system working? Or how will you satisfy the critics who are blaming you? How will you tell that homeo medicine is actually working? That is the second point. Third one, claim about homeopathy being holistic is typically paired with evidence-based medicine being reductionist. Meaning there are some homeo doctors who tell this English medicine all is bad, it doesn't work, ours only works. So pairing, you are telling you are good and others are bad. That kind of claim you are telling, on what basis are you telling? Who gave you the right to tell like that? So like that, this author is questioning, one by one he is questioning things. Okay. Then fourth point they are telling, evidence-based medicine does not and should not stop at establishing empirical evidence. Meaning English medicine is not like, okay, you do some testing and the medicine worked for fever and then over you gave it to market. Not like that. They don't stop their testing. They again evolve. They again do some more thing when this virus is mutating. They'll again do research and they'll make an advanced next level. You see like a normal Dolo or Panadol, anything you take, Dolo will be like Dolo 250, then Dolo 650, different dosages, different use case, everything is there. But homeo, everything is same, almost kind of same. It looks same, it is like taste is same, color is same, everything is same. So English medicine is going on doing certain things, but this is not growing. So how will you believe homeopathy? So these 4 important points you can use whenever you want to criticize homeopathy. Okay, this article is fully criticizing only, but good side is also there. Those who used it will know, or who are there. Like today also, I think when I put that poll, one person commented, I am already a homeo doctor, I know the benefits of it. So like that, those who know it will believe it. Those who don't know will keep doing this. Okay, one more slide is there, one more detail is there. So see that last line, red color, like cures like. That is what they believe. As I told, you be who you are, you eat what you want, you whatever is there, in that we will repair it. Okay, without changing your this thing. Okay, your symptoms and all, we will repair it by doing something which is good for you only. We will not ask you to stop anything. Okay, that is the logic of like cures like. So last line, if you see, pluralistic approach, this and all is fine. But in India, homeopathy, as he told again, it is not suiting. Okay. First thing is, it is not like Indians, like we tell Ayurveda and Unani and all. It has an Indian tradition. Indians have started it. Indians have found that like yoga is an Indian thing. Okay. But this one was introduced in India by an Austrian physician named this J.M. Honigberger. This person introduced it in our colonial days. Okay. In the 1839 timeline, you can see when here different governor generals and all was there. So this is Indian history. It's our traditional medicine. This kind of claims and all, how are you telling? Okay, it's untenable. If you see that untenable word means weak, unsound, unsustainable. It doesn't make sense. You're telling like homeo is our Indian tradition. Okay, it started only during our colonial era. So then author is again telling, I'm not telling colonial era things, everything is bad, because they have done good things also, like English medicines also they have introduced, gender related, caste related reforms they have brought. So I'm not blaming colonial era, but how can you tell it's Indian thing, which we tell like hundreds of years it is in practice or something. Okay, so again, main reason is the lack of evidence. Lack of evidence is the one he is telling, and he's telling these homeopathic practitioners are always like escapist arguments. You ask something, they will tell something, and I'll escape from the argument. Okay, there's no logic, there's no conclusion. Okay, again, some people are there, homeo practitioners, who tell Gandhi and Tagore used to use it. Mahatma Gandhi and Rabindranath Tagore used to use it. But again, author is telling there is not a single proper writing where Mahatma Gandhi has told good things about homeopathy. There's no evidence that Tagore has supported or promoted homeo medicine. So you are simply telling claims like escapist arguments, so it is not good. So India's path to universal healthcare must be grounded in evidence-based and ethics-driven medicine. Okay, so in your ethics also there is a topic called bioethics. There and all, as an example, you can write, but don't criticize too much also, because our government is promoting homeopathy. So you cannot argue or you cannot do against something against the government is doing. Okay, then your answer will look bad. So you can use it, an example, and tell the positive and negative both of that. So I'm teaching you, as I told, my editorial is equal to your mains coaching, the two free mains coaching. Okay, every day you keep doing this for 1 year. Any question which comes in UPSC, you will have thousands of points to write. Okay, that is my guarantee, and that too better points, because I tell you examples and previous year questions and all. So this is the poll. You can go and poll, put the vote there. You can tell the comment here and tell me in comment section whether you want this editorial daily. Come and support us in this Instagram, YouTube and Facebook, and batch 2 test series in case, okay, because we will have prelims practice questions throughout the year. We'll have 20-25 mains writing where I will evaluate your answer. There is no way you are going to fail. Okay, if you do this regularly, every day do your prelims test series which you are enrolled, every day do this free editorial. So your prelims, mains, interview, everything gets complete. But you have to do that regularly. Okay, continuously do it. And I hope many students from Vysh IAS keeps clearing in the upcoming years. Okay, subjects and all anyway we are doing free of cost in our channel. Now the current affairs and the new type of questions which UPSC is asking, that we are tackling through editorial also. So this is a complete package. Okay, just enroll to test series, your prelims get safe, watch the daily videos, your mains get saved, combine everything, your complete UPSC rank gets saved. Okay, so now follow me. I will wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.